So hello guys and welcome to the first tutorial of the Flask. So we'll try to keep it as short as possible and try to finish it as soon as possible. So let me create a new VS Code empty folder. So I have created a new file which is app.py. So this is a Python file. Make sure you keep the name as app.py because in Flask it will by default search for app.py first and it will execute this file. Okay, and you open a new terminal, go to terminal and a new terminal. So here we'll be running the command. First you need to install Flask, pip install Flask. So my Flask is already installed, so you guys can go here and install it. And next we'll start with the importing from Flask. From Flask import, we'll import Flask, and we also need a render template. Okay, so in Flask we need to first create an app. So let me create an app is equal to Flask round bracket just underscore name. So this is by default given by the Flask documentation. We need not change anything in it. So the next is we need to create routes. So what are routes? So if I go to my browser and if I give some URL .com slash, so if I give home over here, if I give home, it will take me to the home page. Okay, it will route me to the home page. If I type about, it will route me to the about page. So this is called as route. So whenever you give a request in the URL, it will go to the backend to the Flask. So this Flask will decide where this URL request should be given, or which file or which template should be rendered for this request. So let us create a route at app.route. Make sure the spelling is correct, ROUTE, don't misspell it. So now inside this we'll give the path. So we'll give the first path, which is by default home page, and we will define the function index colon, and this function will return simple text hello. Okay, let me save it and I'll run it. So to run the Flask, you need to type Flask space run and let me run it. So here you go, let me open it. So here you can see the hello has been printed over here, which we gave here. Okay, now let me try to render a HTML template. So to render a HTML file, I need to create a new file which is called as templates. So make sure the spelling is correct. If you misspell it, it will throw an error. So inside this templates, we'll keep all the index HTML files. So let me create index.html file. And now I hope you guys are knowing the HTML basic of HTML. So let me take a simple HTML boilerplate. So this is a simple HTML. I'll take a h1 tag. I'll write it as this is template. Okay, now let me save it, and now let me come back here, and now I'll copy it. Let me comment out this thing, this tutorial. And now while we are returning, we need to render underscore template. We need to render it. In this we need to give a file name index.html. So by default Flask will go and search a folder which is called as templates. Inside that it will search for index.html file. Okay, index.html file, it will search and it will render. So let me rerun it. So to rerun it, we need to first quit the server. Press Ctrl plus C to quit the server. Okay, I'll quit and I'll restart. Flask space run to restart it. Now let me check it. So here you go. I can see this is a template which is being rendered by the Flask. So let me add a few more links here. Let me add an about page. I'll copy this and in the forward slash I'll write about. Don't copy this define index.html because we need to rewrite it. I will give it as about. We need to give a new function name. Okay, about, and this will return a template, render template. Here I'll give it as about.html. Okay, this is done. Let's save it. Let me go to this templates. Let me create a new template which is about.html. I've created here. Let me copy this from index.html to about.html. So you can use this shortcuts using extension. If you go to extensions and you can install HTML extension here, over here. Using that you can use the pre-built code. So here I need to write, this is the about template. Let me save it. So this will display the about template whenever I type /about. Okay, /about. Whenever I type this, it will render about.html file. Let me quit it, restart the server. So here you go. So if I write /about, it will take me to the about page. Here you go, this is about page. So we can also give a link over here below which will take us to the about page. Let me get into my index.html page and I'll write about. I'll use an anchor tag. I hope you guys know what is an anchor tag. It is used in HTML in order to redirect a page from going from one page to other page. So here I'll write /about and about. Let me save it and let me quit and restart the server. So here you can see this is our home index page and this is the link. If I click on this, I'll be redirected to the about.html page. Okay, so this is the basics of the Flask. So let us see some advanced concepts in Flask, like which is saving the data over here and sending the data from one page to other page. We'll have a look at all those in our next video. So thank you guys for watching my video. Please do subscribe.